Good evening. Welcome to Eight Questions with. I'm your host, Patrick. Have Cheetah Will View. Man, it is officially spring and summer here in southeastern Michigan. Officially. We have another beautiful day outside. It's 80 degrees at 7:45. Yeah. Uh, so tonight we will be talking to again. We're doing Creators Month here and I have Eight Questions with. So this month I'm interviewing some interesting creators here on the tube. Some people we may know, some people we may not know, and that's the whole beauty of it. Because hopefully we're introducing you to new people, new creators, and that is definitely the one word you could use to describe our guest tonight, who is Tiffany from Tiffany Loves T-shirts. And if there's that's what she is. She's very creative. She's very fun. Tiffany means fun. Our good friend Kevin from Tuber Chat coined that term, and yeah, it pretty much fits. Uh, so she will be here in about 15 minutes, and we will be asking her all sorts of fun questions. Good evening, Echo. How are you, sir? How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Like your new channel. Now, Chet, is that your new banner? Because he said I wasn't sure if it was a banner or an intro. Um, if you're new to the channel, I gotta start doing this better. I'm terrible at this. If you're new to the channel, if it's your first time here, please give us a sub. Give me and the cheetah a sub, and he will be here momentarily, I'm sure. He's been sort of shy lately, but yeah, give us a sub and hit the notification button, and maybe even leave a comment down below. That would be helpful. Uh, all right. So, like I said, Tiffany is a very creative young lady. She has one thing I really like about her is she's always innovative, always recreating herself, reinventing herself, if you will. She does all sorts of things on her channel. She's been a little bit of a makeup channel. She's a little bit of a unboxing channel. Uh, you know, she's done now. She's doing a health and wellness channel. She's doing a weight loss journey, and she's taking us along with her in doing it. And she is not hiding anything from that. She is basically saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go. I'm losing weight, and you can watch me or not, but I'm doing it, and I'm doing it my way." Um, we also know that Tiffany loves wolves. That's she loves wolves. Um, but and we'll talk to her about that because we give her a hard time, or some of us do, or maybe me and Gary do. We always give her a hard time about loving coyotes, but she really does love wolves. So we'll talk to her about that. She'll probably talk to us about her tattoo. Um, she's also a very, very good singer. Believe it or not, that's probably something people don't know about Tiffany, but she actually is a really decent singer. She's got some pipes on her. Um, I've heard her sing, and I have to say, right now I could put her and Jamie Hart together and probably get a band going. Both ladies can really sing. Uh, wow, everybody's showing up early for Tiffany. I really like seeing that because she's worth coming in and checking out. Hello, Bud. How are you? Hey, Dyson's. All right. And I thought I saw Maverick's here. Maverick. Well, I'll be dogged. We managed to get Maverick in here. That's awesome. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Hi, T Betty. I see you up there. All right. I better do this now because I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday, right before our show with Doug and Ava. So let me get this calendar out and running because everybody needs to know what's coming up. Uh, so as always, I have to go with tonight's show. We have Tiffany here from Tiffany Loves T-shirts. Tomorrow, we're welcoming in our good friend Michael, also known as Heroic Waffles. He will be here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and we will be talking films with him, film collecting. He's one of the best film collectors out there. He finds, and not only does he collect good films, but he finds them. he finds the best. He finds some really good deals. And we'll be talking to Michael about his channel. He had to take, everybody here in the tube can relate to this. I think it can relate to Michael's story. He just needed a break. He needed a break from the tube, and then he decided to restart over. And that's not the first time I've seen that. I've seen some channels. They just want to start over, and he was one that did. He had, wow, I want to say when Michael shut down his channel, I want to say he had like 700 subscribers. He had a lot of subscribers, and he shut it down, and then he took a break, and he came back, and he's back, and he's gonna, he's back getting movies too. So, Mr. Bones is in the house. Thank you, thank you. That's our peacemaker right there. In case you don't know that, that's Mr. Bones. He's the silent co-host on 8 Questions With, and glad he is. So Waffles will be here tomorrow at 8 p.m. On the 15th, which is a Sunday, Al Ducard returns. Al Ducard is flying back in. He's been off the last 2 weeks. He is back on the Midnight Society, and we are headed to space to talk Jason X. And we are so happy for that. This is my personal favorite film in the franchise, and we'll be here on my channel talking about Jason X at 9 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. And then next Tuesday, the 17th, we welcome in Mr. Dan and Whore. Mr. Dan and Whore's a relatively new channel, and we're going to be here talking about him. He does a lot of fun things on his channel. He's a film collector as well. He also does film reviews. He's part of the Dollar Tree Theater crew, where we all reviewed movies from Dollar Tree Theater. Actually, him and I, he has gotten some really fun movies. That's one thing about Dollar Tree Theater. You just never know what you're going to see that people are going to showcase. It's a hoot. And if you need proof for that, just look at mine. I reviewed Garfield this week. Okay, so he'll be here at 8 o'clock on Tuesday the 17th. On the 18th of May, we have 2 shows. The first show is at 1:30. We are interviewing our two lovely ladies, Crystal and Jamie. They are basically sisters in the spirit, and they do a lot of collaborations, a lot of shared live streams, and they are very supportive of everybody. They talk about family and life and mental health and supporting each other, grandkids, and so we're gonna be taking over their spot. They normally do a live stream on 1:30 on Wednesdays, but we're taking it over, and so we hope that you'll come out and support that show as well. And then that night we'll be welcoming in Nye from B Movie Badness, who has attempted to watch the Necrodramatic 2, and I don't know if she made it. Based on her banner, I don't think she did, because it looks like she's like, oh hell no. And you know what, Nye? I can relate to that. I can. So we'll be talking to her and find out what makes a really bad movie bad, but yet good. Okay, Mr. Bones is out there and shopping a Dollar Tree, and he found Arrival, and with Amy Adams and First Purge. Yeah, that's awesome. Those are awesome. Oh, thank you for showing up, Maverick. I really appreciate it. There's Kevin right there. No, they're coming. I'm taking over their time slot, Kevin. Haunted by Horror. If you guys need to go over there, and if you haven't subbed to his channel, you really need to. That's Kevin right there. No, I'm just taking over their spot. They generally do a co-stream at 1:30 on Wednesdays, but they're going to be coming over here during that same time slot. So we're going to be basically taking it over. So, and they're really terrific people. You know, if you're around at 1:30, definitely come on by. And then Nye is she does reviews and she also does the live stream Screams Inside Screams and Spirits, which airs on Saturday at 10 p.m. And then on the 19th of May, we have our good friend David Newton, also known as David's Horror, and he is also a fellow cinephile, and he also collects films, collects figures. He's also a co-host of the Coast to Coast live stream every Saturday night. Their live stream starts at 9 p.m. So we'll be talking to David about his collection, how he got into horror, and we're going to be talking about the best doctors in horror. We know that he is a huge Silence of the Lambs fan, so we'll be talking to him a little bit about that as well. Let's see, on the 22nd of May, at 9 p.m., we will be going to Al Lecard's channel for Freddy versus Jason. Freddy versus Jason is on the 22nd on Al's channel, and yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I know I think as far as the movies in the franchise, I think that's probably the most popular movie. It definitely made the most money. It made a lot of money. And that will be on the 22nd. And then on the 24th, we have our good friend Emotion will be here. He is a singer-songwriter who writes his own music and plays it, and we'll be interviewing him about his process, and he'll play some music for us as well. Then on the 25th, we step out, go back to our normal. Yeah. Don't worry. I already said this. I already mentioned that this live stream is sponsored by Acme. We have a sponsor for this show. Yeah. Hopefully she'll be here in a minute. Her husband inadvertently we found out this afternoon, he got involved in a car accident. So he got banged up, but he's okay. But she might be a couple minutes behind. Yeah, that's right. That coyote howl. Yeah, I can't wait to, I wonder if she'll be brave enough to show her coyote to us, her coyote tattoo. Okay, so we have actor Richard Scott will be here with us on May 25th. On the 26th of May, we're welcoming in Sean from Lost in the Reel. He is one of the members of the Cinema Squad, and he is a professional critic, and he will be here to talk about that. Talk about his movies. We'll be talking about a little A24. We're going to be talking about independent film. We're going to be talking about movies fighting for screen space, the state of Hollywood, and so he'll be here on the 26th, and then on the 31st. On the 31st of May, I got to do this quick before she gets here. We will be welcoming our friend Kevin from Mid-Level Media. He'll be here. Now, anybody who knows Keith from Mid-Level Media knows that he probably, and I'm just saying this because we still have never seen Joe the Horror Man's collection, but I have a feeling these two guys, if they went nose to nose, that would be an epic battle. As far as size of collections, those guys have massive collections, and Keith is, but he's a hunter as well. He's no mere, I'm just going to buy stuff with my credit card, or I'm going to go to the store and get it. He is a hunter, and those who collect movies definitely can respect him for that. He goes to Dollar Trees, he goes to thrift stores, flea markets. I mean, he goes anywhere there is to find a deal, and I really appreciate that. And well, you know what? I would love to know. I really would, Bones, because those two guys. Yeah, I wonder who has the biggest collection. I mean, I can just see them now standing there and then having stacks of movies like this big over their head. Incredible collections. But like I said, Keith is also a hunter. He just doesn't buy. He just doesn't hit the okay, this movie came out, I'm just going to buy it with my credit card. He doesn't do that. That's not film hunting. Film hunting is when you actually go out there and put some energy into it to find the movies that you need. All right. Yeah, that's the thing we'll be talking about too, Bones. I want to know because I mean, I think Keith will also know about that too. About the VHS coming back. VHS is coming back. It's just, I mean, and physical media is too. I'm sure of this. I'm curious to see all the formats that he collects. Um, that's the Casey. That's the rumor. That's the rumor I heard. I heard that Joe did buy a second house for his movies, or added on some rooms to his movies. I heard that too. I don't know if it's true or not, but somehow I think it probably is. Oh, of course the echoes. Hopefully everybody had a good day today. It was a really good day, real pleasant. Hi, Crystal, how are you? And there's real lady electrician right there, and she is one half of Crystal and Jamie, and they're the ones that are going to be here next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. So like we said, we took over their slot for this interview. And if you haven't met it, this is a real a fresh of breath air, breath of fresh air. Watching Jamie and Crystal on Wednesdays, they're very supportive of each other, and they're very supportive of all their followers and anybody that comes inside the chat. They're supporting them. So I can't wait to talk to them both. Yeah, I am too, Crystal. Let's see. Good job. Part one today. I hope you get it. How about the Yankees the Mets this year? I think we got a rematch at 2000. I definitely think we will, and we'll have the same result too. It'll be the same result, unless the Mets collapse, because they have done that the last few times. But the Yankees looked like the real deal this year. They blew out Toronto again today. So 22-8, first place. The pitching's been outstanding. It's gonna be a good summer. Of course, I don't think the Phillies are doing that well this year. I think there's all right. So here she comes. Everybody put their hands together and welcome our good friend Tiffany. Tiffany loves t-shirts.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
There she is. You are part of history. You're part of our history.
Why?
This is the first time I've ever had a stream have a sponsor.
Acme?
Yeah.
You should tell people why you say that to me all the time.
Well, Casey already did that. He already greeted you. If you look in the chat, you'll see Interweb Kaiju. There he is. He's already introducing you. I'm sure Bones will be joining in a minute.
Hi, the real lady electrician. Hi, Mr. Bones. Hi, Interweb Kaiju. Hi, Echo Cero. Sorry I'm late. I lost track of time.
It's okay. Well, I guess the first question, obviously, is how's Gary feeling?
He's sore.
Yeah.
He's really sore, yeah. He's dealing with insurance and rentals and just it sucks. If you guys don't know, he was in a car accident yesterday. He got rear-ended. The guy was probably going like 40, 50 miles an hour. And both cars are totaled. I missed the lipstick on my teeth. No. Okay.
I'm just glad he's okay.
Hi, MKF30. Yeah, he's okay. He's sore and like, what are you gonna do?
Well, it's funny too because you yourself just bought a new car. What about 3 or 4 weeks ago?
No, last summer.
Oh, last summer. Okay, so you still have a car.
No, he's not taking my car. No, he has a rental right now, and we're gonna go from there.
Oh, we're gonna go.
No,
No,
because
no,
when he touches my car for work stuff, it trashes my car, and I'm trying to keep it like decent.
right. I get that. I get that. Well, I'm just glad that he's okay. The
Thank
guy is
you.
probably distracted, and yeah, it's like the third person this month that's had a car accident that I've known on the tube,
Is
and they
everyone
all,
okay that you know?
yeah,
That's good.
banged up, like Gary, banged up, sore,
Yeah. But I mean, it
lost
could be so
lost
much worse, right?
right, right. Uh, so everybody's coming in and saying hello. That's great. I already told them that you and I, we met on Tuber Chat.
Yes, we did.
And yeah, you made Kevin always laugh. That was probably the one of the reasons. The first thing I noticed was every time you would come inside Tuber Chat, and then he see you, he just start cracking up, and
I
then
feel bad because I haven't been there in a while. I've been kind of distracted with some other stuff. I need to go back and visit them because I used to go there. I used to be there all the time.
yeah. Yeah, every time he saw you too, the first thing he would sit there and say is that, talking about you. You know how he always gives the story about how he met you. The person, in the channel he puts on the wheel, and he says Tiffany means fun. And
No
after I
pressure.
got to, huh?
No
Yeah, but
pressure.
after I got to, people get to know you. That really is the perfect way to describe you.
Aw, thank you. I try.
Uh, Hi, Anthony. How are you, sir? Awesome review today, Anthony.
What did
Awesome
he
review.
review?
He is the master of the Twilight Zone. He knows all things Twilight Zone, and he reviewed a classic episode called The Hitchhiker, which is
Oh yeah, yeah.
oh
It's been a
yeah,
while, but yeah.
yeah, that's a trippy one. So
Hmm.
he does today is actually National Twilight Zone Day.
Oh, it's his day.
Yeah,
Happy
so
National Twilight Zone Day, Anthony.
I would like to, after he gets done doing the Twilight Zone, I'm not sure how many episodes he's got done. I know he's got a lot done, but man, I would love to sink my teeth and do a overview of the Outer Limits remake of the '90s.
I never watched that.
Oh, so good. But here's the bummer about it. They released it for home video, but it's crappy.
The
They can't.
quality?
Quality's crappy, and they censored it. Like the first 2 or 3
Aw.
seasons were on Showtime, and so they had language and nudity on it, and then they edited it out for home release, and then the last 2 or 3 seasons, it just looks like shit. It looks like they just it's like they copied it off of somebody's copy, off of somebody's copy, off of somebody's copy.
Is that the
So
only way to get it now?
yeah, yeah, because I was gonna
Bummer.
buy. I was looking for that. I was looking to buy that for the collection, and I heard saw way too many people say don't do it.
Hmm.
So hopefully we'll get someone to come in there and clean it up and do a release. Uh, yeah, you're also a big movie fan. You like doing horror. You like horror movies.
Yeah, I think horror is probably my favorite genre. I like thrillers too. I mean, but I watch comedies and stuff, but I just really like horror. And between 97 and 2002, I worked at a video store, so I watched a ton of movies because we got free rentals. I got a hair in my face. We got free rentals every week. So yeah, I've watched quite a few. But
Uh,
I'm not as good as you guys. Like you and your horror community. Oh, I can't. I can't keep up with you guys. You guys know like the director, the producer. I think you guys know like the gaff guy. Like everything about those movies, and I'm just like, it was scary.
well, the thing is though, it's like I'm always like you always want to know what's going on for the new movies coming out, right?
Hmm.
So if you in our community, we always want to know what's going to happen, and I wish somebody would just tell us already, what's going to happen with Scream 6 and Halloween Ends. But nobody here ever talks about those two movies.
Well, the Scream 6. You mean like
The,
there's
it's
another
coming.
one coming?
Yeah,
See, I
but no
don't
one.
even know that. I
Yeah,
just watched the
I don't
last
know.
one like 2
I don't
weeks
know
ago.
that either. Uh, but Mr. Bones is hearing me loud and clear. uh, Well, I want to go back to the beginning because this is the only question that I'll ever have that's preset. Like I'm going to ask this question every single interview that I do, and
Okay.
that is, where were you born and raised at?
Okay, so I was born in Illinois in a town called Champaign. And
Okay.
then when I was 9 years old, I have a hair in my face. I can see it. When I was 9 years old, we moved to Pennsylvania. And so I've been here ever since. And I'm 40 now.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you got a hair on your face?
Yes. And it's driving me nuts. I can't find
Do
it.
you need a minute to go look in the mirror and find out where it's at?
No, no,
Okay.
I don't care that much. I'll get used to it.
Uh, yeah, Casey's saying if someone could only do a daily stream Halloween Kills live stream, um, ask them people, ask those people not involved in the film, ask anything. Yeah, yeah. I wish we just had some information too, Casey. Man, we have all these horror fanatics, and Bone, you're killing it tonight. God, oh my God. All right, so Illinois, you're there till 9 o'clock. Okay, I gotta.
Till 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yes. As soon as
I
it
gotta sit
turned
there.
9, I moved.
Both is just destroying me tonight. He's making me laugh my ass off. So you lived in Illinois till you're 9. Now were you with your mom and dad? I mean, did you? What do you remember about those?
I was raised by my mom.
Mm.
And I mean, I remember a good bit, yeah. And I remember back in the day, you were like, I would walk to school by myself. Remember when we were allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Can't do that now. Not when
No,
you're that
no,
young.
no. You need an armored personnel carrier now to do that.
I know, right?
Well, it's a little bit better still out in the country. I mean, still relatively safe. I mean, was whatever that means these days.
Yeah, right.
Um, right. I mean, nobody's doing any mass shooting out there in the one schoolroom. The Little House on the Prairie school. Um, God, it has changed, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's sad these days.
Um, now you and Gary, you don't have any kids.
No, so my husband Gary and I, we've been together for 20 years. We've been married for 15 this summer. And we both kind of decided not to have children. So we don't have we have dogs and animals. We don't have human children.
Was that one of the reasons? Is because of the way our society is today? Did that play a big part into it?
No, not at all. We're just really selfish people, and kids are expensive, and we are not. Some people are cut out to be parents. We are not those people, and we know that. We're very self-aware there. You know how like you see people and you're like, those people should not have kids, and they usually have like 5.
Right.
Well, we are those people, and we knew that, so we
You
just
know what?
didn't.
Yeah, my wife and I were we were pretty much the same way too. I was. She,
Mm-hmm.
and I was. I didn't want to share.
Right? Because I
I
mean,
didn't. I
it
didn't.
really changes the dynamic of your relationship.
Yeah. I didn't want to. I didn't want to share. I love Lori, and I didn't want to share her. So, I didn't. Plus, I had a younger brother who got murdered, and that really played a huge part into it. I was
I
like,
can't imagine.
no, no. I want to. I don't want. I saw my mother, and my mother was just like, she just got destroyed by that, and it was like,
Oh, I
no.
know. Parents should never have to bury their children.
Yeah.
Sad.
Now, no, you moved to 9. You moved when you're 9 to Pennsylvania. How was that for you? Do you remember how it was? New school, new friends, new environment.
I don't. I probably blocked it out. I don't really remember. I have a really bad memory, even with long-term memory. So I don't know. It doesn't really stick out to me.
What do you remember most? What's your earliest memory of Pennsylvania?
I remember driving here.
Okay.
Like and I remember like getting excited because it was going to be something new and different. But yeah, that's about it.
Hi, Lois. How are you? Hey, Stephen. How are you, sir?
Hi, Lois. Thank you for coming.
So when you were, because you are a very creative person. Now,
Yeah.
did your creativity start when you were younger?
I mean, creative. I don't know about that.
You are.
I guess. I mean, I used to like to write and draw and stuff. Here's my cat. Here. Come here. Or not. You have a nice cat, Patrick. I have 2 cats. One of them is the devil, and that one was the devil.
That was the devil.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought dogs were more of the devil. You know, they always talk about hellhounds, or they always have like the Omen. They had possessed dogs. They had you never see possessed cats.
People in the chat, hashtag dog or cat. Which team are you on? I am so team dog, and obviously he's team cat. So which
Well,
team are you on?
they're gonna put Team Cheetah.
No, there's no favoritism.
It's not favoritism. That's what I have. I have a cheetah. So they have to do.
Cheetah's a cat.
Well, yeah, but he's a that's like saying Titus is a dog. Titus is a Chihuahua.
It's dog or cat. That's the game we're playing.
Well, Casey's saying Team Coyote.
No,
that's a
we're
dog.
gonna live that down.
That's a dog.
Oh, Gary said something yesterday about a coyote. Now I can't remember what it was because I was like, I'm gonna tell Patrick tomorrow because this is never gonna die. Now I can't remember what it was.
That's a good thing.
Is it?
So far, yes. Because Gary's gonna say something on my side, right? You just know that was gonna happen.
Probably, yeah. He is too.
He's a great guy. You guys really make a great couple.
Aw, thank you. We better after 20 years.
Well, not always so, not always so. I mean, things, I do think it helps when you do find a soulmate. I mean, that once you do, then
you believe in soulmates?
Oh yes, absolutely, 100%.
I don't.
You don't think Gary's your soulmate?
No.
You think you don't think you think you can do better than him?
No, it's not about doing better. I just don't necessarily believe that we have a soul that's connected to it, that's attracted to another soul. What if my soulmate is in Alaska or Japan? Like it could be. I don't believe in that stuff.
Yeah,
I believe in love, and I certainly love Gary, but I don't necessarily believe in that stuff.
Okay, Bones is still cracking me up. He's still doing the stew train. Okay,
I don't know what that is. That's an inside joke. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'll explain it to you. You'll laugh. See, so far we got Team Coyote, Steven saying dogs, Scooby Doo, yeah. T Betty says kitty. Let's see. Casey says cats. Let's see. Random Hero. He's allergic to cats, so it's an easy choice for him. So it's a team dog. I
by default.
I get. Yeah, that's default. Yep. Bones is saying you better get aboard the stew train. So you said you were as a child you wrote and you drew and you wrote. I mean, was your mama creative? Did you guys do things together like that?
No.
No. How about reading? What do you remember most about reading?
I used to love to read. I still read, but not nearly as much. So like when I was like 12, 11, I started reading Christopher Pike. And before that, I would read like White Fang and Where the Red Fern Grows, stuff like that. Christopher Pike was like R.L. Stine, but like a little bit more on the R-rated side.
Yeah.
I think I've read every book he's ever written.
That's what I haven't heard that name in years.
What, Christopher Pike or R.L. Stine?
No, I see R.L. Stine all the time.
Nobody knows who Christopher Pike is, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you know what that is then.
Yeah.
Nobody ever knows when I tell people.
No one ever talks
so
about
good.
him.
He's so much better than R.L. Stine.
He's sort of he's like PG-13. It's like it's a little bit more graphic and the stories are a little bit more intense. So
I would venture to say R, and it was marketed towards like preteens, but honestly, like that's towing the line even then. But I was like 11 when I was reading them, and my mom didn't know. She didn't know it was like about sex and drugs and murder and just crazy stuff.
Did your mom read it too? Did your mom read a lot?
No. Well, no. You know what she read? She read V.C. Andrews. She loved that.
Well, that's pretty spooky.
Yeah, that was like above the level of Christopher, because Christopher Pike did aim it towards like teenagers and stuff. Right. V.C. Andrews was adults for sure.
Definitely.
If you guys don't know, V.C. Andrews wrote Flowers in the Attic, which is like the most popular, well-known thing.
Let's see. Crystal's saying she's team dogs and team cats.
You can't be both. I have both. if you have to, they're both hanging on the side of a cliff. Okay. And
Well,
the coyote's coming to eat them.
No, the coyote's hanging on the cliff, Tiffany.
Who are you going to save, the cat or the dog?
The cat, because you already know the coyote's going over the cliff. He always goes over the cliff.
But he's not a dog, though. He's a coyote.
Yeah, but coyote's a dog. And he always goes over. Every time. The coyote is always flying over the cliff.
House of Horrors podcast. That was one of my favoriteest stories was Sita. See, he says Sita was an awesome vampire, always wanted a last vampire movie. Yes, all of those books that Christopher Pike wrote could have been movies. And instead, what do we get? Leprechaun 17?
That's about right. Let's see, both Mr. Bone says, kick the coyote in the ass and save the dog and the cat. See, that's generally how it works, see? The coyote always goes over the cliff, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Always. And Chris says that we're killing her with this. Maybe you need to explain about the coyote thing. Why we keep talking about coyote?
Maybe you need to explain because you're the one that started it.
Well, plus it'll make our sponsor happy.
Acme.
So you like wolves, right? Now, were you in Pennsylvania? Have you seen a wolf in the wild yet?
Never. They don't have wolves here.
No wolves in Pennsylvania.
We have coyotes.
Okay, should have known that was coming. No, really, you don't have any wolves because you know Pennsylvania. You know they have venison farms, right?
Yeah, and they have places where you can shoot deer too, like not in the wild, but like farms that with the big box and you pay money and you go on a hunt.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that you see Mr. Bone saying go to a zoo for if you want to see a wolf. I'm not sure for I'm not
I've seen wolves. This is weird, okay? And I don't know what it means. It means nothing. It's just a coincidence. But every time I've seen wolves in zoos, they've always killed something right in front of me. Like one time, I went to a small zoo in my town and they killed a rat, or not a raccoon. They killed a squirrel. Then I went to a bigger zoo in Ohio. They killed birds. And then another time they went and they killed a squirrel again. So it's been 3 times since I've seen wolves in zoos, and they've killed something in front of me every time. What does that mean? Probably nothing.
I don't know. It's got to be some deep meaning somewhere. So what was school like for you? Were you a good student? Did you like going to school?
No, I hated school. It was hit and miss. I would either be terrible at it or get really good grades, just depended on the year. No, I wasn't really a big school person.
What was your favorite subject in school?
I liked English. I was always in honors English.
Yeah. So I mean, it makes sense since you like to write.
I used to write. I don't really write anymore, but yeah.
When you did write, what did you write? Did you write
werewolf
short stories? Huh?
Werewolf stories. That was my go-to thing.
Werewolves. Okay. You know those aren't dogs, right? Those are human.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. Just checking. Okay. They're showing off for you. Here comes Tiff. Kill something. Yeah.
Isn't that weird though? Like, I don't know.
Well, have you seen coyotes killing anything in front of you?
No.
Okay. You ever seen roadrunners?
No, I don't live in the right place for roadrunners. Got to be what, southwest?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like sometimes they're in the southwest. Sometimes they seem like they're in the forest. You know, like Pennsylvania has a lot of forests. It seems to me they
no
could be
roadrunners here.
Okay. I mean, you have coyotes, so it makes sense that there would be roadrunners.
You would think so, but coyotes are everywhere.
Maybe
they're very adaptable.
Yeah. You want to show everybody your coyote?
Hold on. I have my Fitbit on. This is a wolf tattoo, by the way, guys. This is a wolf tattoo. And Patrick says it looks like a coyote, and that's where it all started.
Excuse me. Keep going. Keep going with that story.
What else is there?
That's not the coyote. That's not the coyote. That's your wolf. Show us the other one. Oh, or is that the coyote one? Or I thought that was the wolf.
This is the wolf. This is the one that's definitely a wolf.
Yeah.
And then this is the one that's a coyote.
No, that's the wolf one.
No, this is the one that you said was a coyote. Now you think it's a wolf because it is
Oh,
a wolf.
we have the delay. That's that. Yeah, I'm sorry. The delay is throwing me off here. Yeah, the one looks like a coyote. The other one definitely is a wolf. And it wasn't just me who said it. Hey, John, how are you, sir? Um, yeah. So, what do you think? Team Wolf or Team Coyote? How about that? That's a better comparison.
Did you kill a pickle peanut butter jelly sandwich before you came on here?
No, Ava did that yesterday. She did a peanut butter mayonnaise and
Ew.
pickle sandwich. Yeah, she did that.
Oh, I
She's,
have something weird I can eat on here if you want to make things interesting.
yeah, because we're going to talk about that. Yeah, go ahead because we want
Well,
to
when
talk
we get
about that.
there, I'll
Uh,
grab something to eat that's weird.
so yeah, because you got your channel was a lot of fun. You're always constantly doing something new, and that's what I mean. That's what I mean. You're creative. I mean, to sit there and come up with constantly new ideas and new projects for your channel, that takes creativity. I mean, I don't know
Thank
anybody.
you.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I haven't done anything really breakthrough, but I try to like keep it different a little bit just because I get bored. If I get bored, then obviously the audience is going to be bored. I don't like to stick to anything too long. And I've been doing like unboxings for a really long time, and I'm kind of done with that.
Yeah, you know what though, you know what it is with me, and did you now were you ever sponsored? I mean, seriously, were you ever seriously sponsored by anybody for your unboxings?
Never.
Yeah.
You have to tell that in a video if you're sponsored, if you're getting paid to talk about the product. The only thing I've ever done was the Metamucil video, which is my highest watched video. They sent me free products, and I didn't have to make a video, but I did just because I was bored. This is like the most watched video that I have, which is crazy. It's like got like I don't know, like 20 some thousand views on it.
Um. Yeah. Okay. Before we go back to that, I got to go take you back. We're quantum leaping here. So how did you and Gary meet?
Okay, so I have to tell the story. I'll make it quick. So after I met Gary and stuff, we talked and we found out that we were in the same sixth grade. We went to high school together, of course. Then when I was working at the video store, this guy that was working with me was interested in me and wanted to take me out on a date. And I was kind of like, I don't know. And he talked me into it. And he's like, we'll go with a group of people. And I was like, okay, I almost didn't go. But we went bowling. And it happened to be the bowling alley where my husband was on a league. And that's where I saw him. And then we got to talking and stuff. And then it turns out at that very same time, I was working with his sister at our department store. So it was like we kept, like intersecting each other's lives without ever knowing each other until that day.
Wow. Did you see him and fall head over heels, or it was just a slow process?
No. When I walked in the bowling alley, and Gary would tell you, but he's in bed, he would tell you, he said, the moment he saw me, and I know this sounds like a movie, but it's totally true. He said to his friend, I'm going to marry that girl. And the moment I saw him, I was like, ew, somebody from high school. I don't want to talk to that guy. And now we're married.
See, Gary proves me right more often than not, because that sort of thing, that's definitely soulmate material right there. When you see somebody, you have that instant, and you just know that's the person for you. When I met my wife, that's exactly what happened. When I met her, the first time I saw her, that was it. I knew.
That's cool.
I just had to get out of my own way. I was my worst enemy. Let's see. Let's see. Everybody's saying Team Wolf. So that's one of your arms is happy. I mean, you couldn't go wrong. I mean, you're either going to celebrate with this hand or this hand, like go with Team Wolf or go Coyote.
The way that I look at it was like, okay, when you see something on Wish, you know what Wish is? Wish is like AliExpress, or like it's like basically it's a website that you buy stuff from China, and in the picture it looks really nice, right? So this is like what you expect. Yes, this is what you expect.
Right. Okay.
And then this is what actually shows up. That's kind of how I look at
it. Yeah, I'm getting this kick-ass wolf. Check that out. What the hell?
Wah wah.
Yeah. That's like Bones, Bones, Bones is he's Team Stew Train. I gotta
What
explain
is
this.
the
Okay,
stew
all
train
right, okay,
thing?
okay. Did you ever see the movie Scream?
Yeah,
Okay,
the
the first
first one.
movie. Yeah, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
remember at the
there's
end
a
of it?
character stew. Yeah.
Right. Remember Stu with Matthew Lillard?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and he got killed when the TV fell on him and electrocuted him. Well,
Yeah.
there's fans out there that they don't want him dead. They want him to be alive for the new movie. So now they're saying the Stew Train, to bring back
We need to
Stew.
bring Matthew Lillard back into the spotlight, I think.
Well,
I'm
he
Team Stew Train too then.
yeah, but he died. He's dead. I
Did
mean,
he?
his character, yes,
Michael Myers has died 100 times though.
yeah, but they already established that he's supernatural. Matthew Lillard was just he was just a goofy teenager there. So
A
the
cute
TV,
one.
the TV fell on him, and well, he came back as Scooby Doo, right? He was Shaggy,
Oh, he was Shaggy, yeah.
right?
He was a perfect Shaggy too.
He really was. He really was. I tell people all the time that the last time we saw Stu was in 13 Ghosts.
That that was a good movie, and so many people want to see backstories to those ghosts, and I agree. I think there could be a sequel for that, and there's so many possibilities. That's why I get so angry when I see remakes over and over again. It's like, come on, let's be original. Or if you're going to use the source material, don't remake it. Just
Mhm.
like expound on it. Like talk about where did those ghosts come from? What are their stories? I want to know. I think that was an interesting movie, and they could have definitely done more with it for sure.
Um, see now the Bones is still saying Stu. Stu was supposed to be in Scream 3, but he wasn't because he's dead. He, I mean, if you go back to the scene, the TV falls on him. It didn't just fall on him; it fell on him and it electrocuted him. You see it. Um,
Yeah.
so now they're asking if Hayden Panettiere is confirmed to come back. I'm thinking that if she can get her shit together, I don't see why she couldn't come back. But she's had a really rough few years as that goes. She's had some problems. People have survived worse in real life, worse than death.
I don't think that's what they meant.
Yeah, I don't know, Ben. I mean, it's just like maybe he can come back as a okay. So Hayden Panettiere is going to come back. I thought they would have brought her back sooner, but I think they just wanted to make sure that she could actually get through the production without any problems. She has had a problem. She's had a rough few years. She's capable actress, so that would be cool if that happens. Um, so when you were growing up, you got out of high school, and did you have any goals? Did you ever see yourself with goals in life? Did you want to get out of your small town?
uh,
Did you think you'd be here today, back when you were 19 or 20?
no, I never really had any visions of grandeur. Um, I wanted to go to college, and I did eventually. I mean, I went to college immediately after high school. I probably should have taken a break first because I did so bad right away.
Yeah.
But then I took a break, and then I went back and I did way better.
What school did you go to?
Well, I went to like the college. I just went to a community college,
Okay.
but I got my certificate in phlebotomy and medical coding.
Oh, nice.
But I changed my major so many times. I have so many credits that I should have like a master's degree at this point.
Does that work? Are you in the medical field now? I know you work, but without telling us,
Nope,
no.
not in the medical field right now. No,
Okay. Did you ever work in the field?
I did. I was a phlebotomist for a year, and I was medical biller for a year.
Did you like it?
Nope. Well, I liked phlebotomy for a while there. But now, this isn't why I quit phlebotomy, but now I can't really do phlebotomy because I have shakes in my hands. And I don't think anyone wants to see me coming at them with a needle shaking.
No, no, no. Does it make you nervous?
Uh, no, but it's not I don't shake because I am nervous. I have medical issues that cause me to shake a little bit.
Okay. Okay. It happens. I
Hmm.
mean, you know, I've seen plenty of phlebotomists in my day. Let me tell you, and it's an art. It is
It
not
is.
it is not easy.
Well, it
Uh,
can be easy. It just depends on the person, like the anatomy of the person that you're stabbing.
hmm
Some people are super easy, like Gary, super easy. One time we went to the hospital because he was getting one of those sugar drink tests, the glycemic test, and to check to see if he had diabetes. And it was my day off that day. And they were so busy, they asked me if I would draw blood on my own husband. And I said yes, because we were fighting that day. And I was like, yes, I'll do it. And he's like, no. And I'm like, yes, we're doing it. So I brought him in and I took his blood. And I came at him with the knife, with the needle like this, because I was mad at him. And I was like, get ready. And he's like, you better not. But his
oh,
veins are like huge.
I didn't know unless it was an emergency situation. I didn't know you could do that on your own family. I didn't know you could.
No, you can. I've drawn many of my family members.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Huh. So, oh, okay. So after you did that, what did you do? I mean, is that when you went to work for the video store?
No, no, no. I started work at the video store when I was 16. When I
Oh,
worked at the hospital, I was like 25.
okay.
And then
Uh,
I got married.
what was that like? Do you have a big wedding?
No. So we couldn't afford a big wedding. So I was like, all right, let's do something interesting. So I was looking up interesting weddings, and there was like a really affordable wedding plan where you could go to India and get married on an elephant. A lot of people nowadays tell me that was a really bad idea because it's like cultural appropriation and the elephants don't get treated well. Anyways, we didn't end up doing that because Gary's like, I am not going to India. And I was like, all right, fine. So I found a place where you could get married on horseback in Tennessee in the Smoky Mountains on like rescue horses. So that's what
Okay,
we did. And there's actually a video on my channel kind of our wedding.
that is cool. I've never heard anybody doing that.
Yeah, it's different,
That's
right?
that's what I mean. See, you really are creative. I've never heard anybody doing that.
I don't know if I'm creative, but I'm definitely different.
That is cool. That is cool.
Evil.
Do you like riding horses? I mean, that's something you
I
because
wish I
you got big.
could. I wish I had the opportunity, but I don't know anyone that has horse. I mean, I have ridden before in my lifetime, but I don't know anyone that has horses, and I can't afford horses. So, no.
You probably could if you got rid of those dogs. I mean, just that's just popping it out there. Well,
The
because
audacity of this
they
man
you know
right here. Those are my children, sir.
you can have a big kid. You can have a big horse.
Dogs and horses are different.
You and Gary can get out there and ride and ride the backyard. Ride the range.
Yeah. Though I've had people on horses come down my driveway from the woods before.
Really?
People, yeah, they're not supposed to, but they
Yeah.
have.
Oh, that's so bizarre. So your driveway goes out into the woods.
Yes.
So they ride from the woods outside, or they come out from the street in and
No,
then
they
into
come
the
from not lately, not in a few years, but they would come from the woods and come down our driveway. And I didn't care. But they would poop everywhere. And I didn't care about that either. But the problem was my dogs would be out loose because it's our yard and we live in a very secluded area. So it's not like we need a fence because like no one's ever here except for like deliveries. But I would be responsible if my dogs attacked their horse, right? Because it's on the property I live on. So that was an issue for me.
I don't know, because I do think that your dog, I do believe an animal is within its rights on its property, as long as it's not interfering with emergency services. I do think that your dog would have been fine.
But but I
For-
didn't want that to happen anyway.
well, yeah, of course not.
I don't
Of
want
course.
anyone to get hurt.
No, I would have loved to seen Titus running after a horse. That would have been really
Oh,
cute.
this was before Titus,
Oh,
but I
okay.
did have a Mastiff back then too, and that was who I was most concerned about was the Mastiff going after a horse.
Right. Yeah, that could be ugly either way. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. The dog could bite the horse, or the horse could Crush
Kick
the
the
dog.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, should have came out and said, since you're going to ride on my property, can I ride too? Yeah, you could have did that. You could have said, since you couldn't afford a horse at the time, you could have said, yeah, since you're doing that, I'm going to jump on or take your horse for a ride.
Yeah, people love that when strangers come up and ask them to ride their horse.
Well, I don't know. Strangers love it too when you're sitting there on your property, and seeing somebody walk across it, dropping horse poo on, behind them.
Right.
Excuse me. Do you have like a massive trash bag with that? You certainly don't think you're just going to keep riding out with leaving that poo there, right? You're not
Poop
going to.
doesn't. I mean, I'm pretty easygoing. It doesn't. That wasn't what bothered me. But I know it bothers some people. It would bother some people, but I didn't really care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the way I looked at it, it's like, fine. They're going to ride. They're going to ride across my lawn, and they're going to, because I've done this before in my subdivision. Because it's only happened once to us, and so I'm really glad. But there was one time, because they don't know I have a 2-story house, so I can look right over. And this guy was walking his dog, and he stopped, and his dog took a shit right on my lawn. Most of the people here are very good at that. They'll break out the little bag, clean it up, no problem. Well, this guy didn't, because he didn't see any lights on in the house. He looked at the house was just, so he just left it, and I let him go. I let him go. I said, I went downstairs. I grabbed the poop, put it in a bag, and he was like, like they have to block down, and I just followed him to his house. Just followed him because he was within the subdivision, and I came and I knocked on the door, and I said, and he opened the door, and I just let it fall, like it make a mess. I said, yeah, you dropped this. I just wanted to make sure you got it back.
Oh snap! That's awesome though. I like that.
Yeah, but that's the only time, and I've been here for 16 years, and it's the only time that's ever happened. No problem with cats. Cats are clean, and they don't leave poop behind. See the chat saying here, still kicking, bro. Yep. Let's see. Tiffany thinks it's awesome you got married on a horse. I do too. That's really neat. I like that.
Oh, and the best part, they were rescue horses, but our horses matched. They were both buckskin. It was so nice.
Wow. Now, was that the first time you had ever ridden a horse?
No. I started riding horses when I was a little kid.
In Illinois or Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
Okay. What did your mom do? Was she involved with animals or rescues or things like that?
No, none of that.
Okay. Did
I'm
you
the
ever
weirdo of the family. I'm the one that loves the animals like to the nth degree. I'm the one that goes hunting and fishing. None of my family does that stuff. It's just me.
okay. Do you like what do you like fishing for? What kind of fish do you like? Trout.
Bass is fun because they put up a fight.
Right.
The trout is fun because I get to eat them.
Right. and what do you like to hunt for? I know there's a lot of deer. Okay. So you know how to cook venison then?
I hunt. I don't cook. Gary can cook.
Okay. See, Echo says he kind of rode a horse, couldn't get it to move, so some kid had to lead it around while I sat on it. Hey, Cody Ray, welcome. Well, I think that still counts. Well, let's ask the horse whisperer here. If he sat on a horse and you're not really sure how to ride it, and someone leads it around, is he still riding a horse, or is he just if he's just sitting there?
You gotta ride. I mean, it's not really riding. You don't really know how to ride the horse, but it's a ride.
I mean, I've ridden horses before.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to put a penny in the machine before it goes, but no, I
like the horses that go in a circle.
Yeah, but stay away from the unicorns, though.
I killed Bambi's mom, and I'll do it again. She's delicious.
Yeah. Just stay away from the unicorn. Don't mess with the unicorns. We all know that from experience. That's funny.
Cabin in the Woods?
No, Carousel.
I haven't seen that. Everyone tells me to watch. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
I have a list.
Duke is legend. Hi, Adrian. Yo, Adrian's here.
Yo, Adrian. Hey, girl. Thanks for stopping in.
Okay, so after school, after you went to the medical field, what did you do? What did you do then?
What do you mean? What did I do then?
Yeah, well, you said you were a phlebotomist, and then you couldn't do that anymore. What did you
Well,
do
I
after
don't
that?
talk about what I do now because haters, I've got Hater Nation, and I
No,
keep that
yeah, I don't
private.
want to know. Yeah, I don't want any specifics. No, I mean, you must have been working. You're working at your current job. You must have been there for a while, so I get it.
Yes, I've been doing my current job for quite a while now.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Good, good. So let's go. When did you start your YouTube channel?
I started my YouTube channel in 2011, and it was just kind of to put videos of my dogs up. So I had a place to go to watch videos of my dogs. And then it kind of like turned into something else.
Uh, what have you noticed the difference between when you first started out? Did it seem really easy to do? Was YouTube more fun back then, or is it more fun today?
Oh, it's way more fun today because like I didn't put that much into it back then. It was just a place to store videos that was easy to get to, and I could share it with my family or whatever. But then I started actually like I didn't actually start trying until like 2 years ago, and then I got lights, and I got a background. I started getting props. I started doing actual things.
Um, yeah. So what was the first thing you did? I mean, well, you said your dogs, right? So you
So
did
like, oh
that.
yeah, so like I did videos of my dogs, and then I noticed I was really into the Dollar Tree, and I noticed that like Dollar Tree hauls were like really popular on YouTube, and I was watching them, and I was like, I could do that. That's easy.
Isn't it insane? Was some things are popular like Dollar Tree hauls? It amazes me. It
There's a
really does.
community for everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're into snails, I'm sure there's a snail community.
I if somebody wants to check that out, we appreciate that.
That was random. I'm just saying,
Could
like,
you
there's
could you just go and type in snail community and see what happens? Um, yeah. I've seen a lot of food challenges. That's pretty common. I've seen that from the beginning from YouTube.
well, the
People,
thing I did with mine was I was like, okay, how can I entertain people without spending a lot of money? Which, by the way, I ended up spending so much money on my channel, it's ridiculous. But I opened a PO box and I said, listen, it was kind of around the time where I got monetized, and I was like, if you want to see me eat something weird, as long as it's food, send it to my PO box and I'll eat it. And they did. they sent me
something.
They sent me the one chip challenge. They sent me the toe of Satan. They sent me durian candy, pork brains, century eggs. I mean, you name the nastiest crap you could think of. My subscribers were on it.
Was there anything that you? I mean, did you expect that to happen? Do you feel yourself as a performer? Because we've talked before, and you mentioned that you mentioned that it's sort of contradictory, but I'll let you explain yourself because I'm curious. On one hand, you said you don't really like people, but at the other time, you sit there and say you're a attention whore. So how do you reconcile that? How do you balance that out?
Okay, so I prefer my interactions with people to be online as opposed to in real life. I don't like interacting with people that much in real life. Because if I'm on the internet and I don't want to be in that situation anymore, I can just turn it off. I can just leave. I can exit. When you're in real life, it's a little bit of a different beast. I can't just be at like a party and be like, "You guys suck. I'm leaving." I can't. There's certain things people expect in society that you can't. You can do it, and I have done it, but people are gonna look at you weird, you know. So I I get social anxiety, and it's actually I'm diagnosed with that on top of many other things, and I just prefer the company of people online.
Hmm.
And I love attention. Who doesn't? People say, "Oh,
Well,
you're a narcissist." Well, the thing is with narcissism, there's a sliding scale, and I don't think you are or you aren't. I think it's some people are really narcissistic, and some people are just a little narcissistic. I think if you're a YouTube creator and the focus is you're on screen, you have narcissism a little bit. A little bit. You have
you
to.
think so?
I do. I really do. Now you might view Patrick might just be a little narcissistic. Whereas me, Tiffany, huge raging narcissist, and I'm totally
I, I,
self-aware.
you know what? I don't think you're a huge narcissist at all. I don't. Um, no. I think you're a little fearless for sure, definitely. Um,
Yeah.
a
But those two
narcissist.
things aren't, I mean, they're different. They're not, you can't compare the two. There is a thing is, when you want the attention, you'll get the attention if you
Okay,
want
but
it.
why? But I guess it goes down to why would anybody want to put themselves out there? What I mean, why? Why are you? Why are we doing what we do? I mean, is it there because? Because to me, honestly, for what I do, it's not about me. It's about you. I like talking to you. I like telling people about you. That's why I do the
But
show.
not
I
all,
don't.
you don't always do interviews. Sometimes you talk about movies, right?
Yeah,
And it's
sometimes.
your opinion, right? That you want to
Yeah, but
spread.
it's not that important to me. This is more important. This is what drives me. It's like when you do when you do your boxes, like when you and Gary do boxes. To me, I've always felt that the reason why you guys do that and do it together is because it celebrates your bond. I mean, it's more fun watching you two together interact. I mean, it's like it's like it's almost like you're a little showing off a little bit, in a positive way. Like, I got a really great husband and he's got a really great wife, and we're good together and we know it. And we're gonna have some fun, and we want you to come on in and see that. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
sure.
now if
I
you're talking
think that
about
our dynamic comes across really well on screen, and that's why I like it when he's available. It's just getting him to come on screen because a lot of times he's busy.
I think a
But
narcissist is someone who does a YouTube channel by themselves every single time and wants to get out there and pontificate. Get out there and just like we see the political ranters, right? Those are the people that are narcissists. My opinion is this, like the Rush Limbaughs, or the Tucker Carlsons of the world.
well, that's
Those are narcissists.
politics, and those people can be narcissists too. But like for me,
Uh,
for example, I do makeup videos, I do try on videos. That's
okay,
narcissism. That's
no,
me
you
saying,
really,
"Hey, look at
you
me."
really think so?
I do, yeah. It's
I, I,
okay.
I think you do it to show people that it's like, especially when you do makeup out there. Like, again, you're putting yourself out there. You're
Yeah,
subjecting yourself to everybody's opinion. But at the same time, you get out there and you share information. You share where you got the
yeah.
product
Well,
from. You
I mean, I
share
want to make it
how they're made.
interesting.
I
If
mean,
it's just about me, it's going to be boring. But if I
if
make
it's
it
just about
interesting,
you, it would be narcissism. I just feel like when you go out there, because I watched your channel enough now. I mean, I watched it. I see how you interact. I mean, you're not. I wouldn't say you're an attention whore either. I don't. I've seen those too. I've seen those on the tube, and believe me, ain't nobody in our community ain't even close to those people. I mean, not even close. God help us if they ever were. Uh, I've seen some people. I've seen some people that are a little bit controlling.
hmm,
And I've seen people that are deranged, that are a little bit wacky. But I wouldn't say that about you. I always learn stuff. Like when I watch Crystal's channel, or when I watch Casey's channel, or Echoes, or yours, I always learn something. So
that's good.
you're not just look at me. You're giving of yourself to show us something.
Right. And that's what I'm
So
saying. Narcissism is on a scale. And it isn't like I am or I'm not. I'm totally am. I know that. It's just how much am I, right? How much are you? So I think, and doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's just, I think that I'm a little bit more narcissistic than the normal person to have a channel where I'm on it all the
I
time.
will. I will say this. I will say this, and you could, if you want to talk about this, you can, because I'm curious to what you have to say.
Okay.
I do think, though, that sometimes people do tread down trails they shouldn't go under. Like, there's, because that's always been from the first time from the net. When I got on the net, it was in the mid '90s, and there were some serious freak shows. I mean,
Oh
serious.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
I've met some of them.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
for sure.
know. I know you have. Um,
You have to be
have you-
careful, guys. You have to guard your privacy. Be careful who you open up to and share things with because there's a lot of bad people out there that want to do you harm.
Now, did you realize that? I mean, what year did you go online?
Oh gosh, back in the AOL days, man. Back in dial-up, and when I was a kid.
Uh, did your mom ever talk to you about that, or was it still too new
I think it
for?
was too new.
Yeah. If you were a mother or an aunt or what have you, and a 12-year-old came over, and would you talk to them about what they were doing? Where they should go online, or are you someone who would sit there and let them gain the experience themselves?
Well, if I was a parent, I definitely would talk to them about what's okay and what's not okay, what's safe, what's not safe. Obviously, who wouldn't? As an aunt, I am an aunt. My nieces are too young at the moment, but I fully think my sister's capable. I don't overstep my boundaries when it comes to stuff like that.
Have you ever? I mean, has Gary ever? Have you guys ever gotten to a situation where you've needed his help to get out of it?
No,
Someone got a
I've
little.
asked him for his advice on how to deal with certain situations, because whatever I do or say, publicly or privately, to people that I know, I tell him everything. He knows everything. So sometimes I'll ask him for his advice or his opinions, but ultimately it's up to me to decide how I handle a situation.
Yeah, because
But
I
I
think.
think the most important thing is that you're completely honest with each other in any relationship.
Yeah. What's the scariest situation you've been in? Because of all the people I know, you're the one that probably walks into the dark more than anybody else I know.
Scariest situation online or in real life?
Yeah, online.
Online.
Yeah.
Um, I've had people stalk me, follow me everywhere I go online, harass me. I have people on the daily tell me that I'm fat, I should kill myself. They hope I die. I mean, that stuff doesn't really bother me though. It's more the stalking that bothers me. Yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of scary, I guess.
Yeah. Have you ever been doxxed?
Not my address, just my name, and only because it's already been out there before. Because that used to be my original channel name.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Dummy me.
huh?
Dummy me for leaving that as my channel name for so long.
Let's see. Echo saying he remembers the old days, old dial-up days, and using AOL and ICQ. Yeah, ICQ used to be the bomb right there. Um, yep. Let's see. Bones is saying he's seen what you typed, Echo, and I understand. I haven't told anyone of my family about my channel. Um, yeah, it's really weird. It's like do you tell people you have a YouTube channel?
Oh yeah. Yeah, my like sometimes my family will come to my lives and stuff.
And
It's not a secret.
right,
Nobody cares though. Like my family's just like, eh.
it's more about just being. They probably just want you to be careful, right?
No, they don't. Oh, my mom, yeah. But
Yeah.
like for the most part, nobody says anything. Like Gary's mom, my mother-in-law, or my brother-in-law, or different people. I'll see them show up in my lives and say hi and stuff because I think they're just curious as to what I'm doing. But like
Right.
for the most part, we're all good.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, have you ever been discouraged by? I mean, you have to deal with people like that. I mean, I use the block button all the time. I don't get that. I don't get that on my channel. Nobody gives a rat's ass, and nobody's stupid enough to stalk me. After I do have a cheetah.
That's
Uh,
right.
but- right. Yeah. I just ask people if they're gonna come over to stalk me or anything. Just bring a bucket and a mop so I can just clean up your shit after you're dead. That's all I ask. I'm not picky. Um, let's see. Let's see. Echo saying he watched the stream. Girls have done, and if you look at the chat, you'll see some pervs. Yeah. We saw that recently in our community. There was a person that was well known in our community, and he turned out to be a predator, straight out predator. pretty damn scary,
It's a
actually.
predator's happy land here because, like, it's hard to police that, because people can change their accounts, they can change their name, they can go incognito. It's just like
Mhm.
it's so easy for them to do that. Come here, Titus. Come here. My dog's barking. Come here, honey. Come here, baby.
Yeah, here comes Titus.
Come here. Come on.
He's shy.
Yeah.
He's scared. He's scared. Tell him Paladin's out of the room. How did you get your bird? You have a really sweet bird.
Yeah. So, I was looking for an African gray. I've always loved African grays. I found Phoenix. The lady wanted $1,000 for him and his cage,
Oh my God.
which is not abnormal, actually.
Really?
If you buy a baby African gray, they're over $2,000 usually. And he was like, how old was he? 4 or 5 years old.
You're saying it cost $2,000 for a parrot?
At least, yeah. So I was like, I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money. And then I found Walter. Walter was actually only 15 minutes away from me. I found him on Craigslist. So I went and I got him. And I paid $600 for him in his cage. And it turns out that he really liked men and he hated women. And birds are like that. They tend to like one gender over the other.
Yeah, some
And
dogs and cats are like that too.
well, birds are like that to the nth degree. Like they're like ride or die with men or women, usually. So I got Walter, and this lady that had Phoenix, she kept messaging me, and I would talk to her, and I would tell her how I knew about birds and stuff like this. So then I got Walter, and she's like, hey, how about if I give you Phoenix for free? And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I just got Walter. I just got this other bird. One parrot kind of situation here.
Right.
And she's like, well, think about it because I've had other people interested in Phoenix, but I really feel more comfortable giving him to you because I know that you will take good care of him, whereas these other people are a little shady, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
She's like, I will give him to you. She's like, I will drive. She was in Maryland. I will drive to you 6 hours to give him to you. Please take him. And I was just like, dude, I don't know. I had Walter. He was new. I talked to Gary. He's like, just take him if he's free, And I was
Right.
just like, I don't know. And he's like, how about if we drive halfway down there? We'll meet him halfway, 3 hours for each of us. You pick up Phoenix. And I said, okay. So I got Phoenix for free. I got his cage for free. I got a Austin air purifier for so much stuff this lady gave me. Well, then I tried keeping Walter. There's some videos of him on my channel too, older videos. And after like a year or so, I realized that Walter wasn't going to work out. So I rehomed him to a very nice young man in New York.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know the birds were like that. I mean, to the nth degree like that. I was like, okay, I know dogs and cats are. I've seen that.
Walter loved Gary at first, but Gary had no interest with Walter whatsoever. And it just wasn't fair to Walter because he was so unhappy. I mean, you could just tell in his body language. He would just sit there, not play, not eat. Like, he really wanted to be with a dude. So
Right.
I
Right.
made that happen. And I kept in touch with the owner for a while, and it was a good decision. I made the right choice, I think. You got to do what's best for the bird, not what's best for you.
Right, I agree with that. I mean, animals are, they mean so much to us, and they affect our lives, in many ways. Were you always an animal person?
Yes. I never liked baby dolls. I always liked stuffed animals.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I can see you. I can see that. I can see that. Uh, so how did you? Okay, let's go back to your channel because this is when you and I first met. So what things have you started? Because your channel has gone through a lot of transformation.
Yeah.
You've done unboxings. You've done beauty. You've done the snack boxes. I told people too that you really sing well. You do singing.
Not on my channel. I do that on Smule. It's a karaoke app.
Okay.
You can sing with other people. My name on Smule is Tiffany 88888. It's 5 8. If you guys ever want to join, you're free to join. You can join for free. You don't have to pay for it. You just have to sing with me. It's already pre-recorded. I invite everyone because it's so much fun, and it doesn't matter if you're good or not. It's just fun.
Do you think you're a compassionate person or a passionate person?
Can't you be both? I think I'm
Uh,
both.
what do you see? What do you see yourself more as?
Passionate.
Passionate.
Yeah.
Was that Titus again?
Yeah, he's after the cat this time. I'm trying to get him to come over here so I can settle him down, but
He never learns, right? Some dogs they're slow learners like that. They keep on going and messing with the cat, and the cat keeps on whooping the butt, and then they go away, and then they think about it for a minute, and then they go back and get their butt.
yeah, they do. They think about it and they're like, "Let's do it again."
Yeah, kick my ass. uh, yeah, yeah. That people ask me all the time, "Says why don't you get a dog?" And I'm going like, you need I need to do that. I've videotaped Paladin. Like he interacts with my feet. I need to see him interacting with the window. When he sees animals or people outside, and
What does he do?
He goes nuts.
Like, does he pace or what does he do?
No, he attacks. He attacks the
He
glass.
checks the window.
Yeah. He really doesn't know how to play. When he goes from like a normal cat you could play with. Put your hand down there. But Paladin, he doesn't really. He likes to play, but he doesn't know his own strength because it'll go from fun to like aggression. His ears will go flat, his tail fluffs up, and it's just like, all right, it's like it's 5 seconds. It's fun, and then he gets crazy. I never ever give him my hands.
Oh, it's a good idea.
No.
Well, excitement with a lot of animals, excitement can often lead to aggression. That's why you have to be careful that you don't get your animals too excited, because there's a fine line there that they can easily cross.
Yeah, they don't know any better. So, like when I do play with him, like the video of me playing with him with the foot or whatever, you'll notice that I'm always wearing socks, and because I don't want him getting my foot or my hands when I play with I always make sure I have either socks on my hand or underneath a thick blanket. He can still grab it, and he'll still but I mean when he does it, he growls. He gets into it, and I can feel his claws through the blanket.
I think Mr. Bones might know something about your nail.
See, no, he got outside once. So this is what happened with him. I was careless. It was my fault, and he got outside. Now I don't know who was more scared, him because he ran around the corner and he stopped, or me because he got outside. And the last thing I want is my city's police department to go wonder what the hell do I have a cheetah in my house for? So
yeah.
So I run after. So we run after him. I had a friend, and she managed to get in front of him. And she went down to pick him up and going, no, don't do that. So he was straight up. He was just frozen, and I only had one chance. I mean, if I missed this, then he was gone, and then I'd be really in trouble. So I reached down and I grabbed his back of his legs, and I flipped him over on his back. And
I'm sure he loved that.
And then I put my hand on his stomach, but I didn't grab him. Maybe it's like this. It wasn't like this. It was just like this. He did all the grabbing, so he had all 4 claws around my arm. So all I had to do is just lift up my arm like this. I didn't grab him at all. He was on me, and then I scruffed him to support him, and then I walked him inside the house, and I put him in the bathroom to calm him down. Then I went to look, and I looked at the back of my hand. And my back of my hand, I could just see when he grabbed his claws into me, I could see them going inside my hand, and my whole back of my hand was just shredded.
Oh, sure.
I had 23 puncture marks, and I still got 2 scars from that. So, I mean, he never tried to bite me. He didn't try to bite my hand.
Well, then how did you get 23 puncture?
Come from his claws.
Well, does he have
He grabbed me, and he had because he kept on shifting too, because it's like, so I had 23 because we counted them after I wiped off the blood.
The zoo claws then.
Yeah, I mean everything. It was just like all the way down. It was just like it was pretty terrible actually, but that was my fault. Totally my fault. And then after I cleaned up my arm, And then like I had put him in the bathroom. 10 minutes later, I opened the door, and he was just loving. He's just loving all over. His normal fun self.
Yeah, well, the fear was gone. He was home. He
Yeah.
was okay.
I
Yeah.
don't like that. Yeah. So what's been the favorite thing you've done on your channel? What's the one thing that you why do you think why do you change your channel up so much? Do you feel that affects your viewership, or do you think it increases your viewership?
I mean, you know, I monetize, but it's not like I make a ton of money on it or anything. I just do it for me. It's more like a hobby and fun for me. So if the viewers watch, they watch, and if they don't, they don't. But I get bored, and if I'm bored, then it's gonna come across it to the viewer. So, and plus unboxings are kind of played out. Everybody does them.
Oh my gosh.
So, it's just it was fun, but now I have so much crap that I don't need and don't want, and I've been end up giving most of it away, and it's like waste of money, waste of time, and so now I'm doing. Plus, like my interests change. So I was into Dollar Tree. Now I'm not into Dollar Tree, so I don't do that anymore. I was
Okay.
into subscription boxes. Not really not into it anymore. Now I'm into fitness. So that's kind of where my channel's going at this point. It might not be there forever. I might change it again, but for right now, it's new to me. It's only been weeks that I've been into this new thing. So it seems to be maybe not super popular, but there are viewers that are interested. So it motivates me to keep going.
Yeah, I saw that. That was see, and that's another thing I'll say. I mean, you put yourself out there, and
All
for
of
the
me.
exercise. Yeah, and I don't really see how that's narcissistic. I mean, I guess if you were like, Mr. or Mrs. Olympia, maybe, but to put like if to go out there and you admit it, you sit there and say I'm out of shape, but I'm going to get in shape, and you're welcome to watch, and
Mm.
you put yourself out there. I mean, you have to know that can't be easy. I'm
You
sure a
have to
lot of
be okay with criticism, right? If you're not okay with criticism, if you're a sensitive person, that's not what you should do. But me, I'm fine with it. Well, I don't know if fine is the right word. I can handle it. I can handle it just
in
fine.
moderation. It's like, yeah, okay, I understand. Like I know I'm fat. Okay, I'm talking about me.
I
I'm
don't
not.
get I don't get the criticism that much on my channel. Okay. They're like my haters, because I have haters. They don't really criticize me on my channel because I have more positive people than I do negative people that show up. I get criticized after the fact because I like to hang out in social chat type areas on YouTube, and that's where they attack me. But the thing is, what these people don't realize is that I take that negativity that they give me, like, you should die, you're fat, you're ugly, blah, 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 and I turn it into fuel to fire for my fire. That's what I call it. But basically, what that means is whenever I'm doing exercise and it gets really, really hard, because you get to that point, like if you're lifting weights, right? You get to the point where it's like, oh my God, the lactic acid's building up and it's burning and it hurts. That's where I think about those negative things. That's where I let it affect me. And I use that to get through the next set of reps or whatever it is I'm doing. I turn it into something physical that's a positive thing. And I don't think these people realize that they're actually helping me, even though they're trying to put me down.
Uh, I mean, yeah, you're
Thank you,
right.
Adrian.
Yeah, you definitely. Hi, Lori. How are you? I think it's amazing. I do. I think it is pretty fearless to get out there. I don't think I could do that. I mean, it's not because I'm sensitive, because I'm very fat. So it's like, yeah, I would. I mean, I might be able to show somebody, like, I might be able to curl the cheetah, do cheetah
Well,
curls,
you definitely show
but
that
I'm
you
not going to get
can.
out. I'm not going to get out there and no, nobody wants to see that. Let's go back to your singing a little bit. When did you know you like to sing?
Oh, I've been singing since I was a little kid. I'm not that good. I'm not gonna quit my day job. It's just for fun,
Well, actually, okay. I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, good. I mean, major label good. Uh, but I mean, as far as getting out there and singing, yeah,
Karaoke style, yes.
oh my gosh, I was so blown away. I really was. I was like, holy shit, because there's some talented people out there. Jamie
Yeah.
Hart, Jamie, I I I don't know very much about life, but there's one thing I do know. I do know singing. Um, you have a very good voice. It's better than you realize. And Jamie has a really
Sometimes.
put. Yeah, when you're solo, yes. Some of the duets, no, hell no.
It's for funsies, Patrick.
Yeah, well, I told you about my ears. So, um, what makes you reach out to the underdogs? You always I noticed that too. You're sort of like a mother hen. You gather a lot of
What?
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of people out there who that you like taking care of people.
I like no,
You're,
I don't like to take care of people. I like to motivate people. I like to be positive and motivate people. I don't know that I take care of anybody.
I mean, I see the people that are coming in. I see them. They have issues. They do. There's a few people I've seen that, and you're extremely like you said. I think you're very compassionate, and
Thank you.
you take the time to go out there and talk to them and include them in everything. Of course, some of them have crossed boundaries, and that's sort of sad too, because it's like, don't do that. You got someone who's behind you who really supports you. Don't burn the bridge, right?
Right.
That's happened a few times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like interacting with my audience. I think that's probably why I don't do too many panels like StreamYard because I like to I like to talk to the people in chat in the in the bottom there. I that if they're coming to my channel, obviously they're interested in whatever is going on, and I want to include them because I know that I've been in situation, not you, but I've been in panel situations where the chat is completely ignored, and I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice if you're running a panel like that because the people in chat are the people that are watching, and they count.
Yeah, I admit that is a weak part of the game for me. Though I always make sure I take good care of my good friend Rick here. Um, I always have to make sure it's really him. You ever have to deal with imposters?
All the time.
Yeah, I have to always make sure that when I see my friend Rick, it's really Rick. So we have a secret code.
I have a secret code, and people ask me that all the time because they think I'm a clone or a sock account.
What
It's
hound?
pineapple juice. If you ever see me and you don't know if it's me, it's pineapple juice.
Oh, right, right. So, oh yeah, I see that on Instagram. People will post up, they'll start talking to me, and I swear to God, as soon as the first sentence is out, I know they've been hacked.
Because it's not them.
Yeah, I know. I'm so in tune with who they are. I've never been burned. I've seen a lot of people like I got burned. Someone's channel got hacked. I didn't even know. And then they have Instagram, right? They'll come up with a fake page, and I'll see all these people refollowing them. It's just like you don't know that's not your friend. That's not your friend, right? That's just a clone, right? Well, there they are following them. It's like holy shit. You just don't pay attention to what they're saying.
Yeah.
Uh, Talking to the chat is the best part. I
Right
agree.
on.
I agree. I'm gonna see if anybody come up there makes anybody has mentioned the stew train lately or coyotes. Let's see that. Just let you know once again that this chat is sponsored by Acme. What is
Acme?
what is your favorite cartoon character?
Oh.
This God, if you say Wile E. Coyote, I'm dead.
It's not Wile E. Coyote. I'm gonna say probably Scooby Doo because he's a giant dog, which I love.
Uh-huh.
He loves snacks. Who
You,
doesn't?
you know what kind of dog Scooby is?
He's a Great Dane.
Okay, just checking.
Don't ask me about animal facts. I know my shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Uh,
Okay, we talk shit here. Um, let's see. Okay, so Scooby Doo and who else? Does that include Shaggy?
uh, I mean, I guess because Shaggy's kind of his owner. Um, my other favorite cartoon character. I don't know that I like what cartoons do I watch now.
Yeah.
I like Bob's Burgers, but I don't know that they're my favorite, but I do watch them. I think it's funny. I love Tina.
I like Mac and Blue.
What's Mac and Blue?
Anybody remember Mac and Blue?
Is that Hanna-Barbera or what is that?
I don't think it's Hanna-Barbera. Oh, you know what? It's definitely Warner Brothers. It's Warner Brothers. It'll at least be on the Cartoon Network.
You guys remember Animaniacs? That show was awesome. It's
That was
funny.
good. That was a good show.
Yeah.
Mac and Blue. I'll see if anybody. I don't know anybody remembers these guys.
Pinky and the Brain shirt.
Let's see. Stoner Dog. No, not Stoner Dog.
Stoner Dog.
Not Stu. You know this is gonna come back on us, right? We keep on poking fun at the Stu train. No, Mac and Blue were characters from a cartoon show called Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends.
I never watched that.
You never watched Foster's?
No.
Oh, you poor thing.
Never heard of it.
Oh my God, it's so awesome. It's such a great show. Mr. Bone saying Pinky and the Brain is awesome. Why am I not surprised for Jamie? Penelope pissed off. Yep, that's a great one. Crystal, she remembers Animaniacs. No one remembers Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Do you guys remember Little Baby Katie Goes Kaboom? That's from Animaniacs.
Wacky Racers. Yep. Dick.
Wacky Racers.
Yep. Dick Dastardly.
Grape Ape.
Grape Ape. Yep, that's a great one. Speed Buggy. The live. What about your favorite movies? We talked a little bit about that.
Okay, so my favorite.
Do you guys pick movies out together, or do you guys share?
We take turns, but usually I let him pick more often because he has less time to spend watching movies than I do, and I could watch my movies on my own time. But I prefer horror, and he doesn't like horror, so that's kind of hard.
He doesn't like horror.
No, he doesn't like horror. Sometimes I'll get him to watch something like I was watching the newest, like the last horror movie we really watched together was the last Chainsaw Massacre one that just came out not too long ago.
Okay.
I was watching it, and he came in the room, and he's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Just watch it." I didn't want to tell him what it was because then he'd be like, "I don't want to watch this." And Leatherface in that movie I know you guys are going to freak out, but it reminded him of Michael Myers because it was like a big dude, quiet, had like a weapon of choice kind of thing, stalked people. And he really liked that because he likes Michael Myers. So he watched it with me, but usually he doesn't really like horror movies. But my favorite movie of all time, and I can't even watch it anymore because I've seen it so many times, is Interview with the Vampire, followed by Ginger Snaps, and then The Lion King.
Okay. So you got Ginger Snaps, you got a dog, and Lion King, you got a cat.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
All right. Jamie thinks he's a big fan of Josie and the Pussycats. Yep.
Yeah, Archie's.
Mm-hmm. The Archies. Yep. Mighty Mouse has made an appearance. I just did Garfield for the two Garfield movies.
Who remembers Danger Mouse? You guys remember that?
Yep.
Danger Mouse. Powerhouse.
I like some of the action ones like Johnny Quest or
Johnny Quest.
Space Ghost or the
Space
Herculoid.
Ghost Coast to Coast. Did you ever watch that? Oh my God.
Yeah,
Adam West. Brack.
So what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be branching out in anything new besides your exercise? Are you going to do something else like a boxing or tasting or anything else like that? Or it's just going to be exercise for a while?
I think it's going to be fitness for a while because that's kind of new for me. It's only been a few weeks. I'm really getting really obsessed with it now. When I get obsessed with something, I go hard. So I've been getting exercise equipment. I've been getting exercise outfits, exercise supplements.
How do you limit your spending?
What does limit mean? No. Basically, what it comes down to is I need to stop.
Oh, okay.
I think I have everything.
I
think I have everything.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I was going to say, do you do that yourself, right? You put your self-imposed limit because I mean, to fund the channel, I know a couple of people who literally put thousands into their channel.
Oh, I'm sure I have. With all the giveaways and stuff I've done, yeah. I'm an idiot. Before I bought my car, when I had like free money, not free money, but extra money, I put it all into my channel, and I would give away like freaking Minky blankets. These things are freaking over $200, and I would give these away. I don't do that anymore though, because now I have a car, and I have to pay for that. Right. But yeah, I've definitely put a lot of money into my channel, a lot of time, effort. And you know, honestly, I really think that for what I've done on my channel, I should have more subscribers. But like I said, it's more of a hobby than anything. So it is what it is. I'm just happy that I met all the people I did, like you. I'm happy that I met the people, and I think that's the most important thing is the community.
I
I
think you
spend a
need one.
lot of time on here, not just on my own channel, but on other people's channels.
Yes, you do. You're very supportive. I mean, that's one thing. It's one thing I have to. Everybody that I've interviewed so far this month, it's the one common denominator. Well, not only that, because they're very sweet people, but the one thing is that they're very supportive. They're very supportive of other channels.
Yeah.
Hell, if I thought I could get them up here, I would interview Bones, because Bones is like one of the most supportive people I know.
He's
That
so
guy,
cool. He
that
comes to
guy
my
walks.
lives.
Yeah, he really he's the ghost that walks among us. He goes to every community. He can walk inside any community and be right at home in it.
You know what I really
Um,
like about him? He's like this big dude and he's into horror and all this like grotesque shit. And he's so soft spoken.
yeah, no, yeah. You need one more. You need one more car on the stew train, though. Because there's 4 cars on that train, Mr. Bones. That you know what? That's up for debate. Everybody has a story, Bones.
That's
Everybody has
right.
a story.
Get up here.
Everybody has a story. Uh, wow, this has been fun. Real quick before I let you go,
Sure.
but tell us about 4 or 5 of your favorite channels that you really like.
Oh
Channels that you.
God.
It's
um
okay.
okay, well I really like Markiplier. He's huge. Everyone, if you don't know who he is and you're on YouTube, I'm like, what are you doing?
No, I
But
don't know. I really don't know who that is.
you don't know who Markiplier is? Okay,
Mm-mm.
so he's a gaming channel, mainly. So he plays games, like let's play games together, kind of, and you watch him play. But he also does. He did heist. It's so cool. Okay, so when you go and you watch a YouTube video, and then there are these little things that pop up, like recommended videos that pop up at the end.
Okay.
Well, on heist, and now he just came out with a new one called In Space. Those recommended are not other videos. They are options. Like remember your choose your own adventure books? Well, it's like that. So like if you're on when the heist came out, you pick, okay, do you want to go to the left or do you want to go to the right? And then it takes you on another video, and then there's like so many endings. It's so cool. And he also did Date with Mark, and then the new one that just came out like literally like days ago. I haven't watched it yet. Is In Space, where he's in space. So he's really fun. He's very smart. I look up to him because he likes to push himself physically, mentally, all that. And I think he's really funny too. I like Daz Games. He's another gamer, but he also does skits and stuff like that. I like humor, I think. And I like people that play horror games, and I like to watch.
I have to be honest with you. I can't stand it. I honestly, the gamers, you sit there. It blows my mind when I see people playing a video game and people are sitting there just watching. I'm going like, why are you
Well,
watching? Why are you watching when you can actually go ahead
okay,
and play the game yourself?
right, but there's a whole spectrum of people that play video games. You can't lump them all together. There are people that'll sit there and play and not say a damn thing and not edit their videos. And then there are people that make it really, really fun, like Daz or Markiplier. You have to in order for you to understand, you'd have to watch these higher caliber people do the things, editing, and they're just what they say. It's just funny. It's just I don't know. But those are two that I watch all the time. Um, of course, I have so many friends in the community. I'd hate to single out any of them because then I don't want to feel like it's favoritism. Because
No, it's not. It's not
I watch
favoritism.
so many people. I support so many. Not lately, not the last couple months, but usually I have my phone on constantly. I only have one device. I'll listen to videos while I'm in the shower, while I'm doing chores, everywhere. And I support, comment, like. Sometimes I super chat and shit like that. Um, because I want people to feel appreciated for what they do, you know?
Sure, sure. Any channels that make you feel uncomfortable? I mean, anybody who's come over there and just gotten a little, put out content and you're just like, why would you put that out there?
No, not really. It's very hard to make me uncomfortable. I watch a lot of things and listen to a lot of things that would probably make people uncomfortable, but I don't necessarily have any channels that I would put down because they make me feel uncomfortable. If I feel uncomfortable, I just don't have to watch it.
Right.
But I actually seek out stuff that would probably make the normal person uncomfortable, if I'm
Okay.
being honest.
Okay, Bones has been hijacking this chat all night long. Dude, you are just fucking killing me right now with that train, that stew train shit. That is just
Una's honest. See, Casey knows. Una, oh my God, Casey. Una's honest. The night they went live and they were done. That was the day I did the one chip challenge, and they were up until 3 or 4 in the morning, and I watched the whole damn thing, and I cried, and I even bought merch, and I never buy merch, but they got me. I bought merch. Do
who
you
is this?
do you know who Unasanis is, Patrick? So
No.
Unasanis is Markiplier, who I just talked about, and Crank Gameplays, his name's Ethan, and they did this thing. It was Mark's idea, I believe. Every day they put out a video for 365 days. It was brilliant. It was hilarious. The things they did. Unfortunately, that was the year that COVID came out. So a good chunk of it, they had to do it from the safety of their own homes. But it didn't matter because their chemistry was just everything. And it was funny. So funny.
Yeah, I've seen people do that. They'll try to do a video a day, and at the end of the year, they're going like, "Oh my God,
It's so much work.
yeah, yeah, it
It
is
was
work."
good though. Remember Casey, remember Camp Unisanas when they went camping? Oh my God. People either you know or you don't know. Like me, I know. Patrick, he doesn't know.
Mr. Bones wants to know why don't you buy his merchandise?
You don't have merch, do you? People told me to get merch. I'm like, I'm not getting merch. Are you kidding? That's silly. Maybe if I
Yeah,
had like 1 million subscribers, but
yeah, people, yeah, yeah. Let me ask you. Okay, I do got one more for you. I want to know your opinion about this.
sure.
Do you think? What do you feel about people doing the membership thing?
I
I
don't do
mean,
it on my channel. People
yeah.
have told me to do it. I don't feel like it's listen, that's extra work for me because then I would have to put out members only stuff and I can barely put out enough content to keep my channel going. And also, I don't ever want to have to charge people for anything that I do. I just watch the ads. That's it, you know?
Yeah, the super chat thing and the super sticker thing, it loses me. I just don't understand why I'm the one to be expected to donate to creators when,
No, that's different than a membership, though, because the membership you pay monthly,
right?
right? Super chat, super stickers are just, they're just there for lives.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like like you want to support the channel, you do a super chat or whatever, and it's like I guess that's okay, but I always feel like, gosh, I think it should be YouTube that should be doing that, like YouTube be sitting there going like, you know what, Tiffany brought us, people watch the ads on Tiffany's channel, 85% of the time all the way through. Well, we need to reward her for that. So let us pay.
Yeah.
The monetization is pennies. I think it's like, wow, if you have an 85% watch through, right?
Do
And
you know how money generation works, how ad revenue works? I mean, there's no way they could possibly do that because they'd
no,
have to pay everybody. No, that's not
they
how it
would have
works.
to. I mean, I think it has to be definitely a certain levels. Like if you have like a, maybe like 25,000 or 50,000 or 100,000. I get that, but
Millions.
I still don't like. I just really, I don't know what it is. It's like I like your channel and I'm supporting it by being here.
Right.
I don't
Well, the
really
thing
feel like I.
is, that helps with the algorithm too. And I was watching Corpse. He was on live and he would always tell people, don't super chat me. But he has super chat open. He said, I only have that open because when I turn it off, YouTube stops promoting my channel because he gets so much revenue generated from the super chats and stuff. Uh, Constant, just boo, 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 like the chat is all freaking memberships and this and super chat and super sticker, and YouTube notices that, and so if you turn it off when you're at that level, they're going to be like, why'd you turn it off? Now we're not going to promote you anymore. So I
Wow.
just did it because I was like, oh my God, I made it. I made it to monetization, so I turned it on. But I don't ever expect anything ever. And every time that someone were to donate, I always make a big deal out of it because, listen, not everyone has any money to donate. So like I'm always just happy that they're there, let alone giving me money.
No,
And then you
I
got to
am
think
too.
YouTube takes some of it too. So
No, I just really glad when I have oh, Rick says YouTube should pay. He agrees. And Rick does have merchandise. He has merchandise. He has a
we
company.
have merch.
He has yeah, so he's saying the same thing. I'm with you, Rick. I'm with you. Super chat pre-orders, Indiegogos, scams. Yep. Yeah. Um let's see. See, what do you think happens with engagement, Crystal? Super chat stuff or merch? I don't mind merch. I think merch is a good idea. I think that's fine. That's fine. You want to support a channel by buying someone's T-shirt and wearing it out. I
Yeah,
totally
but
get.
okay, yeah, okay, but wait a minute. Because let's say I had a shirt and it was $20 because they're always expensive, right? I'm going to make $6 on that shirt. Or you could just send me a 99-cent sticker. Either way, you're supporting me, but the 99-cent sticker is more gonna have there's more likelihood that that's gonna happen than that someone's gonna actually buy a t-shirt.
Well, if I bought a T-shirt or a coffee mug from you, right? Let's say I bought a coffee mug from you. That's something I can. It's like physical media versus stream.
Intangible, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here I am, a super chatting you for $20. What do I get out of it? What am I going to get? What am I reaping? I'm not getting anything from it, you know. But if I could turn around and I buy a T-shirt from you, not only am I giving you $20, I get the shirt back, and I'm still going to support you because when I wear it outside in the public, depending on how well your shirt's made and what you put on it, people, it's like wearing a band T-shirt. You wear a band T-shirt. If it's really unusual, people say, "Well, what's that?" And you say, "Oh, this is my friend Tiffany loves T-shirts. She has a
It's
YouTube
not Tiffany loves t-shirts, by the way.
What are you calling it?
Tiffany wears t-shirts.
Oh, Tiffany wears T. Well, wears loves. You love T-shirts, obviously, since you wear them all the time. Is that your mostly your wardrobe? Do you collect T-shirts when you go out and about?
No, I don't collect. I just wear t-shirts because I have no style or sense of fashion.
Jeez. Uh, yeah. I don't know. You got those really cute workout outfits. Those
That's
are
a new
cute.
thing. Everyone's
Okay.
like, change your name to Tiffany wears sports bras. No, everyone knows me as Tiffany wears t-shirts. I'm not going to change my name.
Tiffany merch. Let's see. Tiffany merch. Yep, I agree. I think Tiffany merch would be really cute. I would think it would be Phoenix. Something with Phoenix on it.
You know what though? Phoenix is hardly on my channel anymore because he's got stage fright.
Does he really?
Yeah, he gets nervous. I don't know if it's this light because it's really big. Titus. I don't know what it is, but like every time I put him in front of the camera, he just freaks out. So I don't want to stress him out, It's not worth
I
it.
know. Yeah, I mean, I noticed that Paladin. Well, he'll never come in here until he hears me start talking. Because I'll be working, and I
Mm.
don't talk when I work. I don't talk to myself. But as soon as I start talking here, and he hears it, he'll come inside. He'll come in and see what I'm doing.
What the hell? My lights just went off.
Oh, it's Phoenix.
Gary, was that you? What the actual F? My power's not off.
No, no, we
That's
hear you.
that's weird. Gary, did you turn the lights off? Oh my god, that's so weird. Well, I guess I have to go because the lights are
No,
off.
no, it's okay. We can wrap it up. Thank you so
But
much,
I don't
Tiffany.
know what happened because this light went off too. It's like maybe I think a breaker might have went off.
Okay. It's okay. You know what? It's just God's way of telling us that we're done. I
I
want.
guess so.
I like you. I like to thank you for coming out and hanging out with us. This
Oh,
has been
thank
a
you for
lot of fun.
asking me. This was so much fun.
You would actually be really good doing this format.
What, interviewing people?
Yeah, yeah. You got to think about it. You'd be really good. You're naturally inquisitive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. That'd be a good idea.
Um, so thank you so much, and please let Gary know that we're all rooting for him. We all hope that he feels better, and
Thank you
look
so
forward to seeing.
much.
Yeah, look forward to seeing him and you together again real soon.
I appreciate that. I'll have him watch this part where you're talking about him, and I'll have him watch it because he's sleeping right now, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Tiffany. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I will see you guys around, I'm sure.
Well, not if you don't have the lights on.
I think it's a breaker. All right,
Okay.
guys. Have a good night. Choose
Bye.
positivity. It's always a choice.
Thank you guys in the chat. You guys have been lighting it up tonight. Bones, I do think you made me laugh the hardest so far. Let's see, Anthony is sitting there. Now Casey's on the stew train. Holy shit, we're gonna catch hell for this, right? Someone's gonna sell us out that we're making fun of the stew train. Um, see, Anthony's saying he's with you, Patrick. A shirt or a coffee mug is something you can use in daily life. Yep. See, Echo saying socks would be the best thing to sell. Yeah, socks would be cool. That would be a cool anything at all. Like I like t-shirts. And I like the idea of a coffee mug. And I know a lot of people do stickers. They do stickers. I told this to Marshall from Melodramatic Adventures because I've noticed a lot of the van lifers they swap stickers. And I said, you know what you could do, because we used to do this when I was in the Conservation Corps in California. We used to swap patches of different fire departments. You go there and you get a fire department patch, and then you would trade the patches, and those were always really cool too. You could get your own patch made up, and then you could either sell them or you could trade them. And I always thought that was really cool. Uh, uh, 2 hours did go fast. So yeah, so thanks so much to you guys in the chat. I gotta get out of here. I might do a pop-up later. See if I have any energy left. I'm drinking coffee, so I feel a little bit chirpy. But come back tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Our good friend Waffles will be here. Heroic Waffles will be here tomorrow, 8 o'clock. And so if you're into movies, into Screen Factory and Arrows and all that good jazz, that's what we'll be talking about tomorrow. And then next week, we have Mr. Dan and a Horror on the 17th. We have 2 shows on the 18th. We're taking over Jamie and Crystal's slot on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be talking to Jamie and Crystal. And then 8 o'clock, we're talking with Nye from B Movie Madness at 8 p.m. And then next Thursday, the 19th, on the 19th, we'll be talking to our good friend David Newton from David's Horror. And next couple of weeks are going to be a lot of fun. So we hope that you all will come out and give us some support. All right, you guys. Thank you so much, and we will talk at you soon. Oh, I got a new review coming out at midnight. So if you guys want to check that out too. Peace.